It's match day. Play fantasy cricket now. Get up to 2.5 crores daily and lots more. 20 times more. Win big on Fan Fight. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Hello and welcome to Cricket with Aftab, our second week. And all of us, both of us, we have watched the first week of action at the Indian Premier League. And the two things that I want to actually pick Aftab's brains. He has watched all games, but that's different. I will obviously come to all of that. But if you see the first week, it is about Indian domestic talent. Chetan Sakaria, Harshal Patel, Shahbaz Ahmed, one after the other, Nitish Rana, our domestic talent coming to the fore, doing brilliantly. The other side reflects the cruelty of sport. Be it a Kolkata Knight Riders choking, be it a Sunrisers Hyderabad choking, be it a Sanju Samson failing to finish off the final ball. Now, Aftab Shivdasani has been on both sides. Why and how? Aftab Shivdasani has seen a huge hit when he's on top of the world, success screaming at him, millions of fans and adulation and all of that has come his way. A film may have bombed. So he has faced failure also. So my first question is, Aftab, when fame comes to a Chetan Sakaria or a Nitish Rana or somebody like that from nowhere, all of a sudden the country is talking about you. You have social media buzzing who you are. How do you deal with that fame? Is it difficult to deal with success? In your case, how did you deal with success?
Okay, so first things first, yes, success, I think, is the more dangerous out of the two between success and failure, because success shows you a lot of illusions as well. You see, failure shows you a lot of reality. Success veils that reality with a lot of illusion. I hope viewers can understand this, because success, like you said, these young talented cricketers, the moment they perform for their respective sides, and then the whole country is talking about them, the social media is abuzz with them, their near and dear ones, their teammates, their sponsors, their this and that are suddenly, chane ki jhaad pe chadha dete hain. That is very dangerous. The moment you fail, there is inherently this hunger, this appetite that grows inside of you, where you have a point to prove and you want to show the world your talent and your capabilities. So these young cricketers performing is a great thing for their teams, but it is very important for them to not only perform physically, but to also perform mentally. And when I say perform mentally, I mean that, you see, a lot of people are going to chadao them. So even with me, in terms of my career, a lot of people initially did kind of make me sit on a pedestal. And that didn't work very well, because I was in my early 20s as well, so I totally understand. And unfortunately, only when things don't go right for you later, like you said, a film doesn't work, or sometimes you underperform as a cricketer in a match or whatever, you don't perform to your potential, suddenly all the spotlight is on you for different reasons. So it's very important to maintain a balance and strike that balance. Now, with age comes a lot of impetuosity. With age comes a lot of impulsiveness. Unfortunately, at the moment, when you're younger, you're much more impulsive. The moment you grow older, you grow wiser, you get more experience, you realize how to handle success and failure differently. So my only advice to young people in various fields would be that don't take success as seriously as you take failure, because success will bring you a lot of illusions as well. Yes, people will praise you, people will say good things about you, and you will feel happy momentarily, but it's only like you're happy till perhaps your next film releases, or your next project comes out, or your next match is the moment you pad up and you have to go to bat, or you have to hold the ball and bowl and over in the next match. The whole previous success that you have gained is history. It's what you do at that current moment, is what you do for the future, is what determines your character. And it's like, I read a wonderful line. It said, your talent will take you places, but your character will keep you there. So that's the thing I follow.
So that was my second question, Aftab. मुझे ये बताइए, फेलियर आप कैसे दिए? आप सक्सेसफुल हो, आप ये तो सब जानते हैं कि आपका मिलियंस ऑफ फैंस है, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ पीपल फॉलो यू, आप रोल मॉडल हो, आपके पास वर्ल्डली हम जो मांगते हैं आपके पास सब है, आप फैमिली है, पैसा है, शोहरत है, नाम है, ग्लोरी है, आपके पास जब फेलियर आता है, हम लोगों को बाहर से दिखता है आफ्ताब शिवदसानी बड़ा स्टार है यार, उसके पास तो सब है। जब फेलियर आता है, खुद के आंखों में आपने परफॉर्म नहीं किया है, इन योर सबकॉन्शियस आपने परफॉर्म नहीं किया, आप कैसे डील करते
जब मैं अपने 20s में था तो ऑब्वियसली ये एहसास था, जैसे कि मैंने आपको अभी बताया, कि आप चढ़ जाते हैं, सब लोग आपको चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ा देते हैं। जब आपकी फिल्म नहीं चलती या लोग आपको दोषी ठहराते हैं, बोलते हैं कि इसकी फिल्म नहीं चली, उसकी फिल्म नहीं चली, ऑब्वियसली कहीं ना कहीं अंदर से आपको लगता है कि मैंने अंडर परफॉर्म किया है, मेरी वजह से ऐसा कुछ हुआ है। बट उस वक्त स्पेशली जब ये फीलिंग्स आपके अंदर आती है, तो आपको अपने आप को एहसास दिलाना पड़ता है या पड़ना चाहिए कि ये सिर्फ मेरी वजह से नहीं चली, क्योंकि क्रिकेट यस इज अ टीम स्पोर्ट, और हर इंडिविजुअल को परफॉर्म करना पड़ता है, बट एज एन एक्टर सिमिलरली आप एक एक्टर हो और आप एक फिल्म का हिस्सा हो, आप पूरी फिल्म नहीं हो। एक फिल्म जैसे कि एक जिक्सॉ पजल है, उसमें से आप एक पीस हो, यू नो सो मुझे लगता है कि एक बहुत जरूरी चीज होती है कि आप अपने आप को विश्वास दिलाओ और अपने आप से बात करो और ये कहो कि मैंने मैंने जितना अच्छा करने की कोशिश की, मैंने की है, अब बाकी ऊपर वाले के हाथ में है, लोगों के हाथ में है। जब फिल्म चलती है तो लोग पसंद करते हैं, तो सब आपको प्रेज करते हैं। नहीं चलती तो आप अपने आप पर उतना हार्श मत होइए। ये अपने आप को याद दिलाइए कि आप टैलेंटेड हो और आप अपने टैलेंट में विश्वास रखते हो और आप अगली बार और ट्राई करेंगे। तो इट इज वेरी इजी कि आप एक स्पाइरली चले जाओ अंदर, और एंड यू फॉल डाउन एंड यू फील वेरी डल एंड मोरोस एंड सैड। पर उस वक्त आपको अपने आप को याद दिलाना पड़ता है कि दिस इज जस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द एंटायर प्रोसेस, ये पूरा प्रोसेस नहीं है।
तो मान लीजिए आपको मैं कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स और सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद के दो जो मैचेस हम देखे हैं उसका जिक्र करता हूं कि दोनों
जी,
टीम जीतना चाहिए था, विनिंग
बिल्कुल,
पोजीशंस पे थे,
बिल्कुल।
वहां से उन्होंने नहीं जीत पाए। तो
इनफैक्ट मैं
ये जो प्रेशर आता है,
आपके ये होने से पहले मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता कि दो दो मैचों के बारे में हमें जरूर जिक्र होना चाहिए, क्योंकि मतलब मैं भी बहुत शॉक्ड था उसके रिजल्ट को लेके। मैंने ये रिजल्ट एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया, क्योंकि मुझे लगा कि उस वक्त जिस मोड पर केकेआर था और जिस मोड पर एसआरएच था, इट वाज अ वॉक इन द पार्क फॉर देम, दे शुड हैव जस्ट क्रॉस द फिनिश लाइन। लेकिन इसी कुछ फंडामेंटल एरर्स हैं। सॉरी, मैं आपको रोक रहा हूँ, आप प्लीज
नहीं
कंप्लीट
नहीं,
करिए।
प्लीज प्लीज आप बोलिए बोलिए, आई विल कम टू दिस, हाँ बोलिए।
कि जब जब जिंदगी में आप ऑलरेडी एक अच्छे पोजीशन में हो, तो आप उसको क्यों फोर्स कर रहे हो, आप उसको क्यों कुछ अलग ट्राई कर रहे हो जब चीजें आपके फेवर में जा रही है। मैं यही इसकी जिक्र में करना चाह रहा था। अभी आप बोलिए, उसके बाद मैं आपको।
सो मेरा ये सवाल था कि ये दो मैच अगर हम देखें, केकेआर देखें या सनराइजर्स देखें, ये जो प्रेशर आ जाता है, मान लीजिए आपने एक मैच हार गया, बट मेंटली अगर आप सोशल मीडिया खोले, अरे केकेआर चोक कर गया, सनराइजर्स चोक कर गया, क्या खेल रहा है, नहीं खेल रहा है, इसको एंड दीज पीपल आर 25, 26, 27। अगर प्लेयर्स आप देखें, नीतीश राणा आउट हो गया, सब नीतीश राणा का दोषी ठहरा रहे, पहला मैच में वो मैन ऑफ द मैच थे, सेकंड मैच में भी
यस,
50 रन मारा है, फिर भी उनको बोला जा रहा है क्यों राहुल चार को विकेट दे दिया, क्यों ऐसे बैटिंग करे। ये
करेक्ट।
प्रेशर आप कैसे डील कर सकते हो? हाउ डज अ परफॉर्मर डील विद दिस लेवल ऑफ प्रेशर?
I think, see, the difference between a good and a great player is the temperament. I think, आप एक अच्छे प्लेयर हो, लेकिन उस अच्छापन से आप ग्रेट कैसे हो सकते हो, that starts from here. See, why is Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli and people like Brian Lara amongst the greats? Because their temperament kept them there. They all had talent. All these young players have talent, there's no doubt. But अगर आप एक पोजीशन पर हो जहां पर आपको लिटिल अंडर 7 runs इन ओवर चाहिए, और आपको 5-6 ओवर्स है, आपको इतने सारे विकेट्स है, आई एम कमिंग बैक टू केकेआर's मैच.
हाँ प्लीज।
Why would you want to play that shot and get out when you can easily just take singles and get the odd boundary and take the team home? Is my perception. When everything is going for you, you've done all the hard work, you've got a half century, what is the reason to play that shot, is my question. That's what I'm saying. अगर प्रेशर हो तो आप सिंगल से निकाल सकते हैं। ऐसा नहीं कि यू नीड टू स्कोर 10 runs in over, you have to hit a boundary every over. It's not like that. You need six singles in over and one odd boundary, you're through to the finish line. That's all they needed to do. But at that level, this is what we expect these cricketers to do, because they're so talented. They practice so much. Cricket is in their blood, it's in their DNA. They cannot make such fundamental errors. Similarly with SRH, I didn't see any reason why David Warner or Manish Pandey had to play that stroke when they were again the same position. They have to just stay there. If any of them stay there till the 20th over, it's over. Perhaps even in the 18th or 19th over, the game is over. You don't need to play any rash shots. to take your team home when you need 7 runs and over. I mean, that is fundamental, understanding. Even a wannabe cricketer like me understands, and I don't want to say
So आफ्ताब ये फिर क्यों
जानता हूं.
ये क्यों होता है? Because ये ऐसा तो पहला बार exactly. So ये pressure at this stage शाहबाज को दिया, 3 विकेट ले लिया. समाद को लीजिए आप, पहला मैच में फर्स्ट बॉल 6, इस मैच में 2 विकेट जाने के बाद शाहबाज का उस ओवर में दोबारा मारने का कोशिश आउट. ये जो प्रेशर है उसको डील कैसे करेंगे? बिकॉज आई एम श्योर उसके दिमाग में ये चलेगा. हाउ डज ही डील विद दैट, और हाउ डज द टीम मैनेजमेंट डील विद दैट? अगर आप फिल्म का हिस्सा हो और आपने फाइनल राउंड में, आपके पास फिर भी रीटेक है, इसमें रीटेक भी नहीं है, आप कैसे डील करोगे?
आई थिंक टीम मैनेजमेंट, कोच, कैप्टन, ऑब्वियसली उनका एक स्ट्रेटेजी होता है कि मैं प्लेयर्स को बताऊं कि इस मोड पर आपको कैसे खेलना चाहिए. और प्लेयर्स भी दे नॉट रैंक न्यू कमर्स, उन्होंने इतना सारा क्रिकेट डोमेस्टिक भी खेला हुआ, उनको पता है कि मतलब इस मोड पे हमें इस तरह का गेम खेलना चाहिए. कब रिस्क लेना है, कब रिस्क नहीं लेना है, वो ऑब्वियसली उनके जहन में होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब उनको पता ही नहीं कि मतलब रन रेट क्या है और कितने रन चाहिए और कितने विकेट बाकी है. सबको सारी चीजें पता होता है. हालांकि ठीक है, आप जब आप मिडिल में हो, सेंटर में हो, तो कभी कभी कुछ चीजें आपके दिमाग से निकल जाती है, बट स्कोरबोर्ड पे साफ दिखाई दे रहा है कि आपको कितने रन चाहिए, क्या करना पड़ रहा है. सो आई थिंक एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम अगर आप अपने आप को रिमाइंड करो या टीम मैनेजमेंट से एक मैसेज भिजवाओ कि आपको कोई रिस्क नहीं लेना, आपको रुकना है, आपको 6 रन मतलब ओवर में 6 सिंगल निकालने हैं, और कहीं ना कहीं आपको बाउंड्री मारना है आगे जाके, ताकि ऑपोजिंग साइड, जैसे कि फील्डिंग साइड पे प्रेशर हो 24 घंटा. आप रैश शॉट खेलोगे तो दोबारा प्रेशर बैटिंग टीम पे आ जाएगा, जो मुझे लगता है. तो डेफिनेटली उस वक्त या तो किसी के द्वारा एक मैसेज भेजो आउट इन द मिडिल कि मतलब आपको ऐसा ऐसा खेलना है, या तो खुद प्लेयर्स को अपने आप को रिमाइंड करना चाहिए, जो हालांकि होना चाहिए. आई थिंक प्लेयर्स आर टैलेंटेड इनफ टू रिमाइंड देमसेल्व्स कि आई डोंट नीड टू प्ले अ रैश शॉट, आई जस्ट नीड टू just hit the ball in the gaps, take the singles, and everybody in that squad is capable of taking singles. Nobody is just out there to defend the ball. So I think ye choti choti cheeze lost the game for KKR as well as SRH.
Now to a different thing, Aftab, take a Chetan Sakaria. एक महीना पहले losing his brother, parents not even telling him that your brother has died, 10
Very
days
sad.
to protect his cricket. And then that fellow comes to the fore and does a performance like that. 200 runs scored, but he's given 7. All of a sudden, I mean, this is your India. Tell me, when something like this happens, what do you feel as a success story yourself? A Chetan Sakaria, or so one Chetan Sakaria, tell me about it. The other, tell me about your personal opinion on Sanju Samson's 100. You've just been dropped from the Indian team. You are captain. You've done that. Yes, you've not been able to go over the line, but just give me your impressions about these two.
You've been dropped from the Rajasthan Royals captaincy. Is that what you said?
No, I said he's been dropped from the Indian team recently.
Indian team.
So he's
okay. Okay. So I'll just to talk a little bit about Chetan Sakaria. First of all my heart and deepest condolences are with him and his family, क्योंकि किसी भी समय किसी भी इंसान के जिंदगी में एक loved one को खोना, it's not easy, because it is the most difficult feeling. And then of course उस चीज को blank out करके to play at this level, which is one short of a national level, and to perform at that level under various pressures that हम लोग जिसके बारे में हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, is not an easy task, Boria. I think for any human being, however thick-skinned you are or however mature you are, which I mean he's very young, to blank out a personal loss is next to impossible. You cannot not tell yourself that this person doesn't exist in my life anymore. It is very difficult. But to come and perform at that level and to deliver and to gain the respect. See, he's talented, but I think he's gained respect of people who follow the game worldwide, and that hats off to him and hats off to his family for standing by him in a situation like this, which is difficult for anybody. You can be a newcomer, you can be a philosophical coach, you can be a religious man, you can be whoever you want, but at the end of the day, emotion is emotion, and how to curb your emotion and how to keep your emotions in check is a very difficult thing for everybody, for you, me, for everybody. So full marks to him, and I mean I my best wishes to him, and I really pray that everything is okay with him and his family, and he continues to perform and deliver.
And when you watch Sanju Samson hit that 100,
I have maintained, even last year I tweeted about why isn't Sanju Samson part of the national squad. I personally am a fan of Sanju Samson, and I think he is perhaps in the most talented youngster that I have seen in this IPL, or perhaps even in the last IPL. Sanju Samson is a revelation, according to me. I think the strokes that he has hit to make that century, there was not one slog a hit that he hit. He played like a genuine cricketer to score a century, and under when you're chasing a target of over 200 and to almost get to the finish line, my heart goes out to him. I feel sorry for him, and I feel sorry for the team that they didn't make it, which it's a game that they should have won, but they did not win. But I think he's the find of the IPL, and I think he's just knocking on the doors of international cricket, and I think he should definitely play for India because he's just supremely talented. I'm really a fan of the guy.
He was part of the team, but the thing is, they are saying that he's not been consistent, and as part of the Indian national team, his performances weren't there. But when someone can bat like this, maybe you have to make exceptions for a person like that, और उसको ज़्यादा longer rope देना चाहिए, क्योंकि
100%.
कोई हाँ जी हाँ
100% उनको longer rope देना चाहिए, उनको और opportunities देने चाहिए, क्योंकि देखो क्या है कि कभी कभी आप फॉर्म में होते हो, कभी कभी आप फॉर्म में नहीं होते हो, लेकिन आपको ये देखना है कि टैलेंट है कि नहीं, टैलेंट और टेम्परामेंट है कि नहीं, और कैरेक्टर है, मतलब उनका जो डेडिकेशन है, उनका जो पर्सनालिटी है, क्या वो फिट होता है, और इज ही नॉट अ टीम प्लेयर, व्हिच आई डोंट थिंक सो. ही इज सुप्रीमली टैलेंटेड. He has performed at the IPL level. He has proved himself at the IPL level. He's even captained the side. I don't think that his innings should be cut short and not being given another opportunity, because you've given opportunities to everybody when they've not performed in the same bracket who are now playing for the country. I don't see why we should make an exception for Sanju Samson, and he's okay. I mean, he's my horse. I think I would definitely put my money on him.
Okay. आपके साथ शो का मजा ये है कि फटाक से टाइम निकल जाता है और ज्यादा टाइम रहता नहीं. So लास्ट 5-6 मिनट का टाइम बचा हुआ है, तो उसमें ये पूछो, रॉयल चैलेंजर्स ऑफ बैंगलोर 2014 के बाद फर्स्ट टाइम 2-2. Virat Kohli looks much more sort of comfortable, happy. Obviously, I mean, you've started with 2 really good wins, contrasting kind of wins, beaten good sides. So if, give me a sense of when you watched Royal Challengers. And again, coming back to your own career, I keep referring to success stories. मान लीजिए 2 film success हो गया. Does that give you momentum? Does that give you 2 show अच्छा हो गया? Does that give you a zone kind of thing? वो मुझे बताइए.
See, of course, एक feeling, एक confidence सा feeling आपके अंदर creep होने लगता है, और आपको लगता है कि ठीक है, जो momentum होना चाहिए मेरे साथ वो अभी हो रहा है, तो definitely एक sense of confidence आ जाता है. लेकिन उस confidence को over confidence में बदलने में वक्त नहीं लगता है. आप फिल्म स्टार हो या आप क्रिकेटर हो या कोई भी आप प्रोफेशनल हो, तो ये जरूरी है कि अपने आप को रिमाइंड करना कि ठीक है, the tide is moving in your favor. Royal Challengers has won 2 games in a row, but they've also, the second game, I wouldn't say they won it, I would say SRH lost it, and I'm sure Virat at his level and his own team would know that they have actually won a game that they should have lost. And it's more like SRH lost the game than RCB won the game. But I don't think that he's the kind of person who will get complacent. I mean, he's perhaps one of the best players, if not the best player in the world. So I'm sure he'll be aware कि मतलब जिस momentum अभी हो रहा है उनके साथ, उसको लेके जाओ. But at no point of time should RCB drop their guard and feel that they're back in reckoning, because AB and Virat, if they fall, suddenly the whole team starts looking at Glenn Maxwell and the other players to say, now raise the team again. But it's because, I mean, they're so top heavy that you have to make sure that these 2 players perform, and if not Glenn Maxwell. So they have to constantly remind themselves कि मुझे complacent नहीं होना है, ये confident level अच्छा है, हम लोग इसी momentum को लेके आगे जाते हैं. और maybe sometimes IPL also works on destiny. Sometimes things work in your favor, things don't work in your favor. So you have to also add a stroke of luck to the game apart from talent. They have to keep their fingers crossed and hope that this little lady luck that is there with them carries on when they really need it.
2 questions more. One, मेरे लिए जो highlight है पहला week का आफ्ताब, वो है Indian domestic talent. मैंने आपको पहले ही बोला, हर्षल पटेल, चेतन सकारिया. आप जब इन बच्चों को देखते हो या इन लड़कों को देखते हो to come and perform at the IPL level, all of a sudden you see the level of talent in our cricket. Your thoughts on that?
Yes, in fact in our first interview last week also हम लोग बात कर रहे थे इसके बारे में कि मतलब the talent that this country has, I don't think anybody has in the world, and IPL is a super platform के इस नए लोगों को chance दे और उनको एक मौका दे अपने आप को prove करने के लिए, ताकि then they can knock on the doors of international cricket. So I think it's a great thing, and hats off to these guys, because every year you're going to see newer and newer talent being introduced, and you're going to see people perform, and then there will come a time where, you know, the BCCI might find it difficult to select an 11 to represent the national team, which I hope that does happen, because that's a really good problem to have. And you know, I look forward to watching more and more new talent, you know, and then I would want to go and see them represent the country as well sooner than later.
Aftab, finally, I have to talk about COVID a bit. Your city is reeling, my city is reeling. You know, we as civil society need to put out this message strongest. We have to follow protocol to get over this wave. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. नहीं, please, जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं, please, आपको पता है कि न्यूज़ आप जरूर देखते होंगे कि अभी 2 लाख से ज्यादा केसेस पर डे होने लगा है, जो it's worse than the first wave. And I think please maintain social distancing. Unfortunately, nobody wants a lockdown, लेकिन इन scenarios की वजह से हमें दोबारा lockdown करना पड़ रहा है, which is a hit on everybody's livelihood, everybody's, you know, life. So please, जैसे कि last week हम लोग responsibility की बात कर रहे थे, इस वक्त इस हफ्ते भी मैं responsibility पर stress करना चाहूंगा कि please be responsible citizens, responsible towards yourself, your family, your near and dear ones, and the people outside. लोग घूम रहे हैं मास्क के बिना, अभी ये सारी चीजों की वजह से दोबारा lockdown हुआ है. So please be careful. You don't want to lose more people. You don't want to again kill the economy of the country and lose your livelihood. Please be responsible, wear masks, and maintain social distancing as long as you can to help us get rid of this pandemic.
Okay, and the final one, Aftab, if I ask you to select Aftab's first week IPL moment, आपके लिए कौन सा एक आप चुनिए मेरे लिए जो got a smile on your face, your moment of the first week?
I think Sanju Samson's 100. I'm not saying it because I like him personally. I'm saying it because it was brilliant stroke play. It was just authentic cricketing strokes. I didn't see him slog one ball. Usually you see hitters in the game just hitting unconventional shots like Pant or, you know, players like Gale or whatever. But you see pure class hitting and timing, which for me was a highlight so far. And it's one of the best centuries I've seen in the IPL.
And one of the highlights of this show is how good this man talks. I mean, clearly he has watched every game. And
I've tried to Boria, because I know you are like an encyclopedia with all of this, and to match up to your knowledge is almost impossible, but I try.
No, this is so much fun. As I said, I mean, we've spoken for 23 minutes on the show, and time just went
I
like
didn't even realize.
Yeah, it's 4:26 India time. I mean, you know, time just flies with this man. And that's the fun of this show. We will come back to you every week. और इस week में हमने थोड़ा सा हिंदी भी कोशिश किया है. मेरा हिंदी तो छोड़ दीजिए, but Aftab is a champion. So manage कर लेंगे. Bengali Hindi थोड़ा भी manage कर लेंगे. But another week of the IPL, we will get him back. We will get him back for this conversation week on week, because this is catching on. I'm also getting addicted to it. It's great fun. It's a lot of fun. So you stay safe, buddy. You stay safe.
Thank you.
Wish all the family, you know, today's Bengali New Year. So wish you all the very best.
To you and your family. Yes. And please stay safe yourself and your family. I think times are really difficult, but hats off to you for all the work that you're doing, and you're spreading this happiness and cheer through cricket. Must say, Boria.
Absolutely. And so we will all watch. So stay home, because night curfew for me starts with IPL. बाहर क्यों जाओ भाई, मैच देखो, संजू सैमसन, ऋषभ पंत एटसेट्रा, विराट कोहली खेल रहे हैं, मैच देखो यार. Aftab, thank you very much.
By the way, before we go, I must tell you that I'm waiting to see an MSD show. With bated breath, I'm waiting to see Mahela Dhoni blast with that thick blade of his and smash it out of the park. I'm waiting for that.
So let's on this note कि next week हम महेंद्र सिंह धोनी को शायद celebrate करें with महेंद्र सिंह धोनी blasting it out. We'll get Aftab back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again.